Alex, do you want canned cranberry sauce or should we make it ourselves?
That's my mom. She didn't know about Instacart's family carts, so...
Want to make pecan pie this year, yes or no? Oh, and how many boxes of stuffing?
So I told her we could just share a family cart and add all our holiday favorites to the same order without losing our voices or our sanity. It's so much better.
Alex, can you get my holiday village out of the attic?
Baby steps, Alex. Baby steps. Shop Instacart this holiday season and enjoy free delivery on your first 3 orders. Service fees and terms apply.
Alex?
What happened? What is that music?
Zach, what are you doing?
What fucking music is that?
God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
He was about to spit some bars over that. He was trying, because he knows our podcast is getting big, and he's going to use it because he thinks Sway is going to listen, and he's asked me 10 times, can Chris get my demo to Sway?
Yeah.
And I said, no, Sway does not want to hear your demo.
Well, Sway doesn't want to talk to me anymore because I told him Jussie Smollett was probably lying, and he was. So that's really happened to me.
Because I'm wearing...
Let me just introduce real quick. If you guys haven't realized, you're listening to History Hyenas.
Yeah.
I'm Chris Stefano, a.k.a. Communist Chris D. With me, as always, Yannis Pappas, a.k.a. Pussy Hat Pappas. And we have a fucking great guest that we're going to get to in a second. It's Nikki Glazor, a.k.a. No Meat Nikki. And we love her. Yeah.
I haven't been called that yet.
Yeah.
Where'd that one come from?
Really
Because she doesn't eat meat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you totally vegetarian now?
I'm vegan.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
No cheese?
No cheese.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not fun,
Yeah.
dude. It sucks.
I respect the no meat, but I got to say, I think the vegans taking it a little too far.
It's not a good life.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy life as much, and that's what everyone says is like, oh, I could never be vegan because I love milkshakes. It's like, yeah, so do I. It's just like I'm actually doing something hard because I care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not everyone just gets to do whatever they want all
Yeah.
the time. I also want to murder people sometimes, and
Yeah.
I don't because it seems like a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
Which is how I feel about animals.
Yeah.
Your hair, it looks brighter, though.
Yeah.
And that's because you have no cheese.
And you know what? You
Got it done.
You noticed
I like
it.
it.
Thank you.
You noticed it. You noticed,
Yeah.
and I know for a fact when you notice that a girl has changed her hair, it means a lot to them. I like how you tried to downplay it, like it wasn't that big of a deal.
It did not mean something.
But I know
to me.
you got butterflies. I know you got butterflies.
It did not mean something to me. If anything, it just made me realize that he knows now that I dye my hair and I'm just not naturally this. It made me a little,
Yeah.
it almost is a neg because you're acknowledging that you get your hair done, which women
Yeah.
like to don't acknowledge.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though we all get it done.
Right.
And we don't have naturally painted nails. But like the acknowledgement of putting in the effort is sometimes
Right.
I'm like, oh, he sees that I care.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that will make me feel a
Well-
little insecure. So that is, I'm feeling both, oh, he noticed. And also like, oh God, he noticed.
He noticed, right?
I'm not
So-
perfect.
Well, it's one of, and me
have to
too,
work
because
on it.
it's like you said, you commented, you like, to notice something that specifically, it's like not even girls notice that. So like, it's either I'm so plugged into you sexually, I notice every little thing about you because I just think you're so hot, or I'm trying to come out of the closet and tell you I'm gay. And the short answer is it's both. So
Yeah, you
I
are
want you to
Chrissy
be
Chaos.
I want you to be. Yeah, because everybody knows Nikki Glazor, and everybody knows she's a piece.
She's a fucking piece.
Really?
Yeah.
So I would love, it would be an honor.
She's kind of borderline
for you
four row.
to be my last girlfriend before I go full guys.
Oh my God. Whoa. There's a
Yeah.
lot to take on here. First of all, yeah, I guess we're all a little bit gay.
Yeah, 100%. You have
Chris
to be.
is-
Well, not
full blown.
100%. But
Right.
we're 100% all a certain percentage gay.
Yeah.
Right.
You could be 100% gay.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gay.
Explain it to her.
Not you, but as a
Yeah.
person can be 100% gay. I don't think anyone's really 100% either. I think you could be attracted to anything.
What I do, we've talked about this on the podcast, and
I'm
Giannis,
sure you have.
Giannis figured this out.
Yeah.
Is I fall in love with men and have sex with women.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
basically what it is. So I'll have a really in-depth, well-read, articulate conversation, just a mind-blowing conversation with Giannis, and then text a girl, be like, "Can we have sex right now?"
Okay.
So-
I'm also capable of having a good conversation.
Right. I know.
and receiving those texts.
No,
which
I know.
I feel like you're following up a lot of Giannis conversations with texting me.
Yeah,
it's not what I'm
probably.
realizing.
Yeah, because sometimes you're like, this is out of nowhere, and it's like, it really wasn't.
It
It's just I
really
was
is.
talking to Yanni.
Yeah, he says he says he speaks to me, and that gets him horned up to try to bang a chick.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to let the people know who aren't watching the live feed, and if you want to watch that, go to patreon.com/BayRidgeBoys, that Giannis has got a hood, a hat, and his headphones over the hood and the hat.
I'm doing
and he
this-
looks like a real fucking asshole.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm doing it out of solidarity for the American Muslim fencer who has a deal with Nike.
Oh, right.
What happened? I don't know the story. Tell me.
She's a Muslim fencer. She's real good, and she's got a deal with Nike, and she wears a hijab.
Okay.
So
what's the problem?
So
think it's a
I just think it
hijab.
looks fucking cool.
Hijab.
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 There you
Yeah.
go, Zach. Guys,
So,
hijab.
I'm glad you fucked it up because I was about to say it and I go, I'm not really committed. And then once you said it, I go, that's not it. And then I knew.
Thanks for throwing me under the bus.
Yeah,
Does she
anytime.
Does she have a Nike check?
She's got a
the
Nike check, yeah.
So you're saying they're making the hababs, the kebab?
She's the only fencer with a Nike deal, and it looks fucking cool.
It does look
Yeah,
cool.
it looks fucking
I
cool.
love doing that. I sometimes like will wrap my head in a scarf because of the wind or whatever, and then I'm like, oh, it's just
Yeah.
my eyes. Like I'm kind of like killing it right
Yeah,
now.
it's
hot, yeah.
And sometimes you just have like a bad face day, and you just want to be like a piercing, like an eye look.
Just all eyes.
So sometimes I'm like, I would thrive over there if
Yeah.
they made me cover up.
We
a little more.
we both live in Bay Ridge. There's a lot of Muslims in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I have like 3 neighbors who wear the full thing. So like,
Yeah.
I always don't know if that's my neighbor.
right.
Right.
Like I see a lot of people. I'm like, is that my neighbor? Like, so I say hello to everyone who's wearing the full stormtrooper thing.
You
Yeah.
you have.
I just say hello and assume it's my neighbor.
It's so funny that you think they all look alike, but it's because they are all wearing like a costume.
Yeah.
to you.
Right.
Yeah, they all.
So you have
they're covered.
you have
Yeah.
people who fully are muzzed out
Yeah.
that live in your building.
Muzzed out.
Totally 100% muzzed out.
That live in your building.
Yeah.
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 That's good. See, you're a fucking diverse kid.
So when I see like another one who has the full hijab,
Yeah.
the whole body thing with just a
Yeah.
slit, I just try to see is like she the same height as my neighbor. So
Yeah.
I just
Right.
say hello anyway. But then she doesn't say hello back because I don't think they're allowed to,
Talk
yeah,
to-
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
they're
just
allowed
one
to
of those guys where it's like, no matter what your religion is, if you're fully supporting it with your wardrobe in the streets, I just cross the street. I just don't want to be near anybody who's fully supporting their religion because I just don't know.
You have tattoos.
I know, but I'm
Christian tattoos too.
Yes.
yes, I know, but I mean like.
Supporting-
Not supporting. I mean, like dressing like it. You know what I mean? Like you're wearing
Okay.
cap. Like you're coming outside with
No,
pretty
but
shit
to Nikki's point,
or
sometimes
Habibis.
when I see you coming and I know you, I cross the street.
yeah,
And I know who you are.
Yeah.
But I just want to get away from the fucking fumes of your existence.
yes. Well, no, I'm fumeless because I'm German.
Yeah, but you're just generally a
What?
fumed out fucking Catholic.
So we
kid.
have a thing on the podcast where we talk about. It started out with people having fumes or no fumes, how we think their genital area might smell. So, but now we've opened it up to like
Oof.
now it's like it could be like a thing can have fumes. Like if you don't like it, like oh that crowd last night had fumes because it
Oh,
sucks.
I love that.
Yeah, or like Donald Trump has fumes or no fumes depending on what's on
I'm
where you
always
live.
scared I have fumes.
No, but you don't. Here's the
Okay,
reason
thank
why
God.
we don't, because you're for the most part, what we've come down, the more south your ancestry is, more southern, like him, he's like Turkish and Greek, so he's full of fumes.
Yeah.
But you or I, because we're more northern, probably, Icelandic, Germanic tribes where we've
No fumes.
where we've come from. Where we've come from, because we're, white with blonde hair, we're most likely have no fumes. We have other characteristics that are not great about us.
Like what?
Well, I'm saying, we're fumeless. We don't,
Okay.
we can't have fumes.
But I told you
Man,
the real
I smelled
reason.
some fumes in the bathroom today. Sometimes a girl is in there before you, and you're like, "How is she walking around with this
With that-
smell?" It's BV. It's bacterial vaginosis.
Well, yeah, if you're sick, it's different. But we're talking about on a day-to-day base.
Oh,
you
yeah.
probably have very little. But
I'm so scared. But you don't know because people that stink don't know because you get used to your smell.
right.
So how do you? And then is someone gonna be honest with you and be like, "You got fume"? Like, have you ever told someone they have fumes?
No, but I can't go down
We
on girls because
all
I get
know.
sore throats.
What?
So, I 100%. If I go down on a girl, I'm going to get strep.
That's a terrible excuse.
It's just the truth.
You get sore throats.
Anytime I look a little puss, I'm out 3 to 5
It's almost
days.
like nature's telling you to just put dicks in there.
Yeah. Every time when I blew that guy in Houston, I lost 3 pounds.
Yeah. Because he truly does get sore
Whoa,
throats.
whoa. Okay, hold on. I don't care for this. I did not know this. So you do not eat pussy.
Not that I will, but
He just has to take a couple days off work.
I
if
just
he does,
will get. I always get.
You're that means a lot if you go down on someone because it's going to
Exactly.
take you out for 4 days.
Yeah.
You're going to be.
Yeah, I'm prepared to if I'm going down.
Yeah, so often I think we all get sick because we're doing gross sex stuff.
Yeah.
We don't ever attribute that. We're like, oh, I was around a kid, so I got a cold. It's like, no, you just ate some dirty ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when people eat ass, they get really sick.
Yeah,
There's some people that get like stomach, like bacterial, like they almost die.
Sex is kind of gross when
It's
you think about it.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
That's why you like really need to have feelings with someone to enjoy sex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To be able to supersede all how gross it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I completely agree. It's one of the biggest. That's why it's just such a hurdle to have feelings enough that you're like, yeah, I want to be gross with this person because that's why drinking used to be so easy because
Right.
you don't have to have feelings. If you drink enough, then you can just do
It's
it.
numbing.
Paint over the
Yeah.
paint. Yeah, paint over the chemistry. It creates the chemistry.
Here's a good example. So you, because of we know blonde hair and Nordic, most likely Nordic background.
No fumes.
Absolutely no fumes. Your partner Andrew Collins, 100% fumes.
Oh, he is a
We just know.
fumey.
And
Fumey dude.
there's been times where I've just
My
commented on his
partner,
Instagram
I
wall.
don't care for that
Fumes.
moniker. My partner.
You guys got great chemistry though.
Yeah, we
Well,
do.
Somebody's gonna end that. It's gonna end with a broken heart somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
Looks like the
before-
movie Some Kind of Wonderful, just unraveling before our eyes.
Before
hate
you walked
that.
in, he asked me. He was like, "Are Andrew and Nikki together?" And I was like, "Gross."
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, you guys look like you have fun.
You are
Yeah.
great
Oh my
together.
God, we have the best time. We're like you guys, like you're not banging. I don't understand.
Well,
Yeah. I mean,
If
we're not
you
ready
could.
yet.
Oh, God,
We're
you
not ready
both
yet.
like got into. You both leaned back and like kind of thrusted your pelvises towards each other, like an energy just locked in, just to be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I'm gonna say that I'm not into you," but like we both did our secret
Yeah.
pose
Just
right
one of
now
those
to let
things.
us.
I'm going to wait for the big moment on Saturday when the priest asks,
Oh my God!
does anyone have anything to say? And I'm going to get up with some pictures to prove what I have to say.
Yes.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I disapprove of this wedding.
Yeah, I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God.
Yo,
Yeah.
cuz I don't know. First of all, I just want to talk, and then we'll get into Nikki's got a great topic we're going to talk about today. I just want to be honest with you. I'm having a little bit of anxiety because I've never been to a fucking freaky deep Greek wedding.
Yeah.
So what are the ceremonies that I'm going to be involved in? Is there going to be fought? Like what happens with Greeks? Because I've only done the Catholic
last
weddings.
episode I told you. It's just Chris is he's just a kind of working class kid
Yeah.
from a working class neighborhood.
Do we
in
got to
Queens.
slaughter a goat?
So when he's anywhere other than with firemen, you're just uncomfortable.
Did you invite Rachel?
Yeah, Rachel
And
will
her
be
husband's going to be there? All right,
Yeah.
good, because that's
You
a fine
talk
I can
to the
talk
fi-
to.
yeah.
Why do you have so much anxiety?
Well, my anxiety, as I told you, is really low now because I stopped going to church and started taking
CBD oil,
CBD oil and no church.
no church.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So my anxiety is
I
relatively
know it's
low.
like a new you.
Yes. So and I started boxing. So those three things help out a
Okay.
lot. But my anxiety, where it's still, I think where it still comes out at times is any kind of like brand new situation in like that. Like it's a situation. Everybody has anxiety when something's new.
Yeah.
But I have anxiety on new situations that shouldn't be new to me because I grew up in a very insulated Catholic working class neighborhood in Ridgewood, Queens. So when I'm going to a Greek wedding, I've never been there before. I just don't know what to do. Like I didn't meet my first Jewish person till I was like 23. Her name was Dana Strager, and I didn't know if I was allowed to touch her or not.
Okay.
You know, I was like moving close to her, because I didn't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't know if I had to what I had to do. If there was oils, could I eat around her? I didn't know.
You just didn't know what the rules were.
I didn't know what the rules, so I don't know what the rules are in a Greek wedding. Like,
Yeah.
do I have to get up? What do I have to do? I have to bring feta crumble? I don't know what to do.
You don't have to do anything. And that's the
Yeah.
beauty of being an outsider is no one expects
Yeah.
anything from you.
Like,
They
do I have to wear
expect-
all white?
They don't. You could do everything wrong. You could do.
Right.
You could do things so wrong, and everyone's going to be like, "That's adorable." He doesn't know. No one
Right.
expects you to know anything. So that's
Right.
there should be some freedom in that for you to be the fish out of water and like. You don't. You can just like sit back and just like observe it. No one wants you to.
Are
be
you on the
Greek.
road this weekend?
Yes.
Oh, all right. I want you to be my date.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you would have at the, did you just find out about this wedding?
No,
Chris?
I just don't.
He's a fucking disrespect. You know what he's done?
You know what?
He's
This
taken
is
2
ridiculous.
seats and he doesn't have a date yet.
Shut up.
No, I will
Why
get
didn't you
bring it-
ask me months ago?
I will bring a date. I'll bring a date.
Well, now it's not going to be me, and
but
now
what do
I'm
you think?
annoyed.
What do you think? If I didn't show up with a date, I wouldn't pay for her plate?
No, but it should. Even if you do pay, it's still stupid that there's an empty seat. That's stupid.
People are just not
stupid. Yeah, you need to fucking plan a little better.
People are just not going to show up for your wedding.
I mean, look, you don't have to worry about anything because no matter what, everyone at the church is just going to think that you're there to fix the air conditioning system.
Yeah, that's
so
what it is.
It's not what it is. Yeah, people just kind of look at you like you've showed up and you stayed past fixing it.
So I would have more anxiety about finding a date and bringing someone else that I have to like entertain. The fact that you have anxiety, that would be the thing that I'm like,
I'm going to do one or two things.
I'm
either going to bring. Here's what I'm going to bring. I'm either going to bring one of my aunts. I'm either gonna bring I may bring my Aunt Eileen. I may bring my baby's mama, just for no reason. And then I may bring one of my friends from home.
Okay,
a guy.
Well, then that's
a guy.
Okay.
So I will be coming with someone.
Yeah,
but or I may bring a Patreon member.
I was thinking you were going to find like some girl that you don't know that well and you're bringing her to a new thing. That would cause me
I'm not looking to have sex on Giannis's wedding night. I'm not looking to do any of that. I'm not looking to be sexually involved with anybody or anything. I'm not going to, I'm not looking to do that.
Yeah.
Why?
You're never looking to do that.
I think
he likes to talk to women. He's more of a conversation guy.
We just learned that he does not do that. He likes to talk to men.
Yeah,
got it.
The real reason I'm not looking. I'm not looking because there's a fucking lot of cute guys going.
right.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know. It's too much pressure.
You should have brought
try
Nikki.
to think about. I should have.
You should have brought
sailed. I'm going to be in Raleigh.
Yeah. And you know what it is? I told him the reason I think he likes to have conversations with guys and falls in love with guys and wants to sleep with women is because I don't think he's ever been around a lot of women who he can have a conversation with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Almost every girl I've ever dated has a tattoo on her tit. Almost every one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, on her tit.
On her tit.
Yeah.
Yep. That's something. And only one of them got through community college.
Okay.
They're mostly like GED equivalents, and that's fine.
What's going on there? Why?
I think, it's the neighborhood I grew up in.
Okay, first of all, you're scared of intimacy. You don't want a real relationship because if you met someone that you actually clicked with, then you would have to maybe pursue it and you might be with her forever, and forever seems like really scary to you, and then you wouldn't be able to ever have sex with anyone else. And that's what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's always divorce.
Right.
Yeah. You can always get out of it.
Right. Well, I can't because I got.
No, I'm the same
Catholic.
way. I'm the same way.
No.
It's like it's terrifying. How did you find someone? And you're like, I'm like, you were in long-term relationships before that, though. You're not scared of that thing.
Well, I'm scared of this. I'm scared of the full commitment. Yeah, I got freaked out when I did it. I wanted to drive away like Thelma and Louise. I was just going to drive.
Yeah.
Right before I was going to propose to her, I just had the thought in my head, like, I'm just going to get in my car and just drive away.
Yeah, I remember you telling me this. And so, what's happened in that time since then? How have you processed it? What are you feeling now, leading up 5 days away?
I feel fine.
You seem good.
Yeah,
I can't. That's why I was shocked that you're getting married. I'm like, you just seem so chill.
Yeah, I mean, I may faint at the altar.
I hope he does.
Yeah, I may go down, but right now I feel fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because
you just know.
It kind of.
They got a great relationship.
Yeah, it's just
they really do.
The relationship's like this and not like this. So I'm like, that's so.
Yes,
it's like
it can't just be no bumps.
Yeah,
but it just can't be those.
It can't be these. Yeah,
Yeah.
Those don't last.
Those-
The ones that go high and low.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's good with her.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of.
It is. It's
smooth sailing.
Oh my god.
Friendly
You're
skies.
getting
Yeah.
married.
And I'm over 40, so it's like, what am I
okay.
doing?
Yeah, that makes sense.
42.
43.
Yeah.
43.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
Yeah, I am too. And so we have some time.
1984? Mm-hmm. Cute. What month?
Cute to a year is so funny.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing cute about 1984.
No, I think it's a fucking cute
It is
year.
kind of a cute.
They wrote a book about it.
I know.
A lot of, you're born in 84, LeBron James,
Mark Zuckerberg.
Scarlett Johansson.
June.
Oh, wow.
What about you?
August. I'm August
I'm
26th.
older than you.
He's the 25th.
Whoa, it feels really weird to me.
Just by a couple of months, Keith.
No, I'm like so much older than you. That's so weird.
Yeah, I mean,
I always thought you were older. I don't know why even a couple of months just makes me go like, oh, I'm old.
I get it. No, I get it. You know what I always used to do? I stopped doing it. I would always look at someone who's really made it, say in comedy,
Me
and be
too.
like, when did they make it? How old were they when they made it? And it's like, that's so irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I know.
All I got is Rodney Dangerfield left at this point.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
I'm just going, but I guess you got to make it in your 50s now.
I know that's the guy that everyone references.
Or Morgan Freeman.
Leslie Jones.
Another one. Yeah.
That's another one.
Although she was like late 40s, so like I'm coming up on that too.
But then I realize what I do with that is, and then I discredit the work that I've done. It's like, well, yes, so what if so and so made it? It's not like I'm not doing anything. You know what I
you're
mean?
doing so much. But I rarely look at someone. I'm like, I need to be married by this time because I just feel like I'm gonna be a hot lady until like that's the thing I worry about is like who's gonna want to marry me when I'm 50, but I'm gonna be like still be banging then.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna try harder then. I didn't try at all in my 20s.
Do you want kids?
I could be talked into it, but I think it's like go meet the right person, have enough money to have someone else raise them, that kind of thing.
You don't need to be married though.
No,
You can have kids out.
Raise them being like the hard parts of it. I just don't want to do that.
I get it. Like Ricky Velez is open about he has a nanny, and it's great. He just enjoys the kid. Yeah. And then when the kid starts to get crazy, the nanny takes over.
Yeah.
I would be into that. I also like my career takes so much time. I don't have time for a boyfriend, let alone a child.
You're always. I feel like you're always working.
I know. I don't know when it
always,
ends.
Always.
We didn't even give her a proper intro. Nikki's one of the funniest comedians
and most accomplished.
Yeah, I love Nikki. Yeah. She's so funny. She's got a radio show on Sirius XM. You Up every morning.
Yep.
Every single morning.
I did it with Maury Povich.
That clip was funny. I saw it
3 weeks ago.
Freaking funny. Chris has been on a bunch and kills it.
Maury has no fumes.
No fumes.
Not at all.
For good old Moors. I do that radio show and then I'm on the road and it's just like it's a lot. But I'm trying. I'm putting myself out there. I'm fucking DMing,
You're not really looking for the You're not really looking for it.
I think it will find me. That's the thing. I'm done like doing dating apps or being like I'm going to go out on dates to it's like anyone I end up with is gonna either do comedy or work in this business or at least like comedy enough. And if you like comedy enough, you know who I am. Mm-hmm. So anyone that I would end up with already knows I exist because they're comedy fans and you should know who I am if you like comedy, I think. Or at least in the next couple of years, they'll discover me.
Why do you want to end up with someone in comedy?
Not in comedy, but at least a guy who likes stand-up comedy because it's my world. So you should at least appreciate good comedians, so they already know I exist. I talk about being single enough that, and my DMs are open. Come find me. Like I cannot put in work. I'm done doing that.
You just open.
And
yourself.
I'm not attracted to guys. If I come after, because I've done it before, where I've gone after a guy and been like, I like you, and it just never works.
Yeah, right. You just unfortunately opened yourself up to a lot of our scumbag fans who are going to hit you up. You're going to get a lot of DMs going, "What's up, peace?"
If you live like really far away, it's not going to work. If you are gross, it's not going to work. If you don't like, there's so many guys.
Chris the teacher? Do not DM her.
Yeah, Chris the teacher, stay the fuck away from Nikki. She's my girl.
I just got a dick pic. I just got a message. Can I show you guys this one?
I would love to see it.
I just sent it to Andrew because Andrew doesn't believe the DMs I get.
Yeah, I love watching your stories on Instagram. You guys have a blast on the road.
We really
Andrew always
do.
has his shirt off.
Yeah, that's what life's about.
Hey, Nikki, I apologize for slipping into your DM, but I have a big crush on you. I'm in New York City and would love to get a drink with you if you have any time when you're next in town. My name is Ryan. And then this is the picture.
Yes. Oh, my God. He just sent it out of nowhere. That's a gay. Isn't that what a gay guy would like?
What do you say?
Guys, you tell us, Chris.
Oh, my God.
Are you into it?
Keep it off the camera. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Did it get on?
Well, he's fucking jacked.
Yeah,
but I mean, that's like a thing you put on Grindr. You know what I mean?
Kid's got a nice fucking piece, though. Does
he? I didn't even
It's
really
going to pop out.
Do you want to see it?
What's going to pop out of that waistband is about a good 7.5.
You think so?
100%. And I'll be
Why
there to
wouldn't he have shown the whole thing then?
I know. He should show the whole piece, but he's got a nice body. He's tight.
Wait a second. He sent that to you unsolicited?
Just
you know that in 2019 you can that's a charge.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a whole now it's like written in the new rules, if you send an unsolicited dick pic but there's no kind of proof that the woman or person wanted it. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's like a stretch, but it is in the law now.
Wow.
Because somebody got, who was it? It was a case. It just happened.
Oh.
It was like a year ago. Somebody
I
was,
don't get that many. That was
Yeah.
a surprising one to me today. To lead with that, I mean, it's nice, but
Would
first
you
of all,
have-
he said he wanted to get drinks. I'm like, I don't drink. You should at least do a little research and know that about me.
Yeah.
And that already turns me off.
Yeah.
Would you?
He put no effort into that.
And by
he
the way,
put
I
more
would
effort into his
never-
photo than he did into knowing about
And
you.
I'm not the only one getting that photo.
Yeah.
That one, if that's was not just for me.
Yeah.
That's a stock.
What's his Instagram
image.
name?
Why you want
No, just text it to me. No, I'm kidding.
I won't.
kidding.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what are you gonna
Girls
do?
got to deal with a lot. I mean, it's like
Girls do have to deal with
when
a
you're
lot.
a hot,
But guys do too. You guys get so much stuff sent to you. I know for a fact you do. And to not act, there's no way, there's no part of me that's like, should I? But you guys have to constantly go, I could, and I
Oh,
want
yeah.
to, and I
Yeah.
want to. Like, you
Yeah.
want to bang these people.
There was a girl that sent me a DM a couple of days ago. She sent me like opening, kind of same thing, message, whatever, and then opening shot was her in her mirror spreading her pussy, and she had a dildo in her ass. And it's like, what am I going to do? Not say hello to that person?
What
I
did you
didn't.
do?
No, I didn't, because it's like, because we've talked about like energy and how my energy sexually, it's a distraction from the work, and it's very not healthy, and it's the same addictive
you're-
energy
yeah,
my
you're-
father has, being a compulsive gambler and stealing money from me. That's what I put
You're
on
a sex addict.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not a sex addict,
Pretty much,
but I
yeah.
use that. I don't need sex every single day.
yeah.
But what's a sex addict? Tell me what a sex addict is in your opinion.
I think someone who acts compulsively on it, and when it's off, like you just, like the way I am with Monster energy drinks, like I don't have them every day, but I'm addicted to them. When I get them, I just chug them, and I want to be secretive about it. I'm kind of weird about, like, it's when you have those kind of anxieties around it, and it just makes you feel out of control.
Yeah.
When it's offered to you or it's on the table and
Yeah.
you have to be like, oh, the fact
Yeah.
that you even have to be like, no,
Right.
makes me think maybe.
Yeah. I think for me,
Does it make you feel good in the moment and then feel terrible afterwards?
sometimes I feel terrible, but
All right.
All right. Chrissy, there's one thing that you could make no mistake about, and that is that we got a lot of male listeners who, just like Mike Emoji Face, they're starting to go bald a little bit. Let's just be blunt.
yeah, I'm just going to be honest with you. The stats are this: 2 out of 3 guys are going to experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time they're 35. Baby, I'm 35, and it's time for me to use Keeps. Okay, Keeps is the product that's going to help with this male pattern baldness. Now, let me tell you something. Okay, the best thing that I like about this product is you don't have to go to a store to get it. They will deliver it right to the crib. They'll deliver it right to your house. That's all you got to do is just open the door and get your Keeps.
That is right. You can visit a doctor online and get your Keeps delivered right to your home every 3 months. You can say goodbye to pharmacy checkouts, my people. And guess what? We don't just promote anything. All right, we vet everything and we make sure that it's legit and we're fans of it. And guess what, baby bubbas? Guess what? Keeps is only one of 2 companies that has been approved by the FDA as far as being a hair loss product is concerned. They're one of them. Go see why it's got so many 5-star reviews for yourself is what I say to the people.
Baby, go to keeps.com/hyenas. That's KEEPS.com/HYENAS. Keeps.com/hyenas, and you're going to get the first month free. So it's not even like a 20%, 30%. I'm talking about a month free for your Keeps hair.
That is what you call a non-toot price for toots. So go to keeps.com, and remember, treatments can take up to 4 to 6 months, guys. So it's important to start now, act fast, go to the website and get started. So in 4 to 6 months, when you show up, let's just be honest, you're a cute kid.
Yeah, keeps.com/hyenas. Go now. All right, History Hyenas brought to you by Manscaped. Who is the best in men's below-the-belt grooming? Manscaped, baby. You know why? Because they offer precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Nice rhyme. They obsess over their technology developments to provide you the best tools for your grooming experience. Yanni, baby, you're using this thing on your balls left and right, no?
I use it. I've been a Manscaped user for a long time. You know, they sent me the first one, and I'm hooked ever since. Here's the deal. If you're a woman, I'm not even joking. If you're a woman, you got your female products. That's what you got. You got whatever you need, you know, whatever estrogen, femininity stuff you need. I don't know because I'm not a girl. but we constantly need to mow the lawn because it makes your piece look bigger and it takes away the fumes. You got to mow down your lawn.
I have a lawnmower 3.0. You have a lawnmower 3.0. Mikey has a lawnmower 3.0. And even Debo, I gave Debo a lawnmower 3.0. And everybody's got their balls nice, freshly trimmed. They look good. I mean, I used to cut myself, shaving my junk so much, and I've never even cut a wart off when I'm using the lawnmower 3.0.
Dude, I got all my Manscaped products in that travel bag that they send you, that toiletries travel bag.
Yeah.
And when I get fumed up and I get woofing, I just unzip, go into the bathroom, and it's like I take my dick to the spa, and because they got all the elements of a spa treatment for your dick in there, and I just go to work, babe, until my peenie looks nice and shiny and clean and no fumes.
No fumes. So manscaped.com, manscaped.com. You're going to get 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. 20% off plus free shipping with the code Hyenas, Hyenas. So 20% off Hyenas to get 20% off your lawnmower and any other type of Manscaped product, manscaped.com.
Yeah, and listen, I'm not just saying this because they're the sponsor of our podcast. I am not only a fan, I am a client. So guys who listen to our podcast, go and get yourself some Manscaped products. Go get yourself the Lawnmower 3.0 and trim down your pubes to make sure your dick looks ka-yow!
Sometimes it's like, it's just like a beautiful woman will message me and it's like, why am I saying no to that? For what reason? I'm single. Like, what? I'm not hurting anyone. Like, but then it becomes a distraction for hours and hours and hours.
What if you
from
just
my work
banged her as soon as possible, and then it's not a distraction anymore?
Well, that's usually what I do.
But then do you want more?
Yeah, but then there's the next one. Yeah. You know what I mean?
There's always another.
Like, and I don't mean to sound, but it's true.
But you're also someone who needs to like build up their load again, right? I don't know why I know all this about you.
Gland. I talked about it.
Yes. Okay. So it doesn't that then create a 3-day window where you can't necessarily do your drug again?
Right, but in that time, I could still masterrbate and still
think about it
or
plan
message
for it.
the other women, and so it's something that I'm working on. I don't want to, I don't want to deal with it.
He gets an ungodly amount of offers. It's hard to imagine.
He's so hot, and he just looked so hot on TV, and everyone saw him, and it's like, you're getting thrown puss constantly. And I can't even believe how it would be like to be on the road for you. Like your DMs must. Yeah. I mean, there are girls just. It's got to be insane. You're talking about being single on stage. It's nuts because I get stuff from guys and it's not as not the same.
Ever since Jeff Dye's hairline started to recede, I'm getting all the DMs.
Oh my God, I switched my focus immediately. Listen, are you kidding? I didn't go after Dye. You think I didn't go after Dye?
No, I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's like you're right. There is an opening for a hot male comedian. You're filling that slot right now.
Thank you.
And it's got to be wild to be you. So how do you pick and choose? I mean, you can't turn down everything. There's got to be some that come in that are like, this is just ridiculous.
For the most part,
here's another reason too. I'll let you know why women are so attracted to him as well, is because he's Chrissy Greenlights in the sense that women, and I know this for a fact, most comedians have like a little guys too have like hesitation. Girls can tell that they're like a little. They were nerds growing up. They're not good with women naturally. They're just kind of like they're just now getting to a place where they can bang, so they're still bad at it.
Yeah, right.
This guy's been doing it for a while. He's just go. He looks at a girl like he looks at a girl like the way a girl wants to be looked at.
Yes,
like a meat.
Yes,
yeah.
It's real good.
Like hunger. There's a hunger in his eyes. He looks, and they know he's going to just go. And he's not going to hesitate or think about anything. Like he's just, it's all animalistic.
And it's, oh God.
And that's a relief for a girl.
Nailing it, Yannis, because so many, if you're listening right now, gentlemen, take something from this. Girls like to feel like pieces of meat when it's going down.
Yes.
We want to feel desired. Like there's anything could happen and nothing could distract you from wanting to fuck us. There could be, and no one else that would show up that would distract. Like you want us. It's not that you want to fuck, you want to fuck us.
Yeah.
Like only us and make us feel desired. And that's the energy that you can you have.
Well,
just-
It's almost like a
You're
social
right.
service in a way, I think. It's
It's
almost like
nice.
a social service. You're doing a good thing
But
for women.
do girls get like, if you are banging, if you just hook up with a girl, and I ask Andrew about this a lot because he gets a lot of puss on the road too.
I can imagine, yeah.
And
Cute kid, good eyes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Funny, interesting.
Oh my God. Okay. No, yes. Girls are very into him. I support it, but and I facilitate it. I'll go on stage after him and I'm like, if you want to bang him, he has a hotel room, slide into his DMs. That's how it will happen for you. And then
great.
it happens.
That's great.
It's great.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I ask him a lot about it because I would be worried that the girl would think this is going to be something. Even if she says, I know you don't live here. There's a tiny part of her that thinks you might be like, I'm going to take you out of this town, bitch.
I've dealt with that
So you can
before, and I just am like, I'm just very honest up front with everything. Like, hey, listen, like this is a thing. Like, like I'm very attracted to you. Like I want to, have sex if you want to have, but it's like it's not going to go any further. Like my mind is probably after the sex, most likely just going to detach from everything. It's just not. That's the truth. So
Yeah.
if you don't want to do this, I totally get it. But I'm just telling you how it's like I'm like a sociopath. Like I'm fucking into you now, and it's
As
going to be
soon as I
great.
come.
But as soon as I come in, it's not that I'm going to disrespect you or throw you out. Or none of that would ever happen with me. I appreciate you, but I'm just telling you the truth is from within. My brain is going to detach it, but I'm not going to mistreat you. But that's just how it's going to be because that's how my Cowper's gland's got to reload. And while it's reloading, it's going to say what is. Not that I'd ever disrespect, but it's just like it's going to be no sex.
Yeah.
And usually the women understand that.
You think even as I've heard that before and I've experienced before as a woman, it's still like not a good feeling, and women can get mad about it and feel really hurt. Do you ever feel a backlash?
Yeah, I do, but I feel like I've never
You've never
I don't
misled anyone.
and I don't think I ever have power over a woman or make them. I never try to ever intentionally make them feel bad. I'm always open and available for them. I respond to so many DMs where they're like, "What but they're always like, you can't respond to everybody," but I just do because I don't want to. I know it's stupid.
Yeah,
it's stupid. It's all part of my sickness, But I So I've never had a woman lash out at me. But yeah, there's women that have been upset, you know.
But look,
I don't know.
Do you want to get married? What are you looking at Yannis and being like, oh, what?
No, I've never. I used to, but now that I have my daughter, I feel like that void, that sense of completion that I think a wife brings. I have that with my daughter, you know, and now I could just feel like I can have. Maybe I'll start to like somebody at some point after sex, but right now it's just whatever need I have sexually. Then it's over. Then I'm just with my kid, and I love my kid, and I get so high off my child that I don't feel like I need a wife. But that could change. I'm not saying never.
No. I get what you're saying. But once your daughter starts hating you,
that's probably going to be a wake up call for me.
So in 13 years.
Yeah, 13 years, maybe even sooner.
Years,
I mean, she
10
already.
years.
Yeah, she already gets.
How old is she?
3.
Okay.
She already gets pissed when I'm on the road for 4 days and she's pissed at me.
Oh, that's
she just
cute.
won't talk to me. She's like,
Really?
You left. I'm like, no, I left to make money. She's like, Mommy makes the money. I'm like, no, I'm kidding. No, it was a joke. We just make fun of it. But no. She just gets upset with me. So I think it may be sooner than later, but I'm trying to prepare for all that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
She'll come back around too.
Yeah. And that's why I'm trying to work on myself the most I ever have now, because I'm like, I want to have answer. I want to be a really good role model for my daughter.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, what about the stuff you say on podcasts? It's like, I'll fucking deal with my kid. We'll have honest conversations with my daughter.
Yeah. That's good job.
Yeah. People always want to tell everybody else how to do things. This is how I'm going to do it with my kid.
God, having a kid was the best thing that happened to you, right?
The
Do
best.
you say that?
The best.
And it's
because
you
I
mean
just
it.
what matters and what doesn't matter. For example, I feel anything that was I was going through holding on to that was just so stupid and immature, like an ex-girlfriend or am I going to get a spot tonight? It's just gone. It's wait, what? That is so. I care about if my kid's eating Is she peeing 3 times a day? Is she dehydrated? What has she got going on? Does she have a school project done? And then my work. So it's like really freeing from our business to have,
Well, this is the only generation where people, and not only generation, but place and time in the Western world where people even consider not having kids.
Yeah.
Like this is, I mean, the only. We're like the first generation. Maybe the baby boomers a little bit, but now it's like
always because you're a weird aunt if you don't have kids.
Yeah.
And now it's just kind of I'm going to be a weird aunt.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It's like I had a realization the other day that was like, oh, if I don't have kids, I'll never be a grandmother, and I kind of
Right.
want to be a grandmother, but like, you don't get to do that if you don't have kids.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, there's pros and cons to everything,
Well, I do think the world's going to end before before.
Well, did you see today in the paper? I mean, who knows? It could just be all propaganda bullshit, but like in Russia, they would say like these are the targets we would send nukes. We would target in the U.S. nuclear bomb because Trump pulled out of some nuclear agreement 2 weeks ago, and Putin said on the air, these is what we're not thinking about it, but if U.S. continues to pop off, then we're going to hit these sites in America, because Trump, they were saying in this article, I don't know if it's true or not, is thinking about like putting nukes on boats in the European waters, like in the Atlantic Ocean, close to Europe.
I don't
know if that's true, but that's what I read.
It's just a finite universe. We've done everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
there's
nothing
new
lasts
anymore.
forever.
No, it doesn't last forever.
No.
You can even tell just like even by styles. It's all cyclical now. Like they're bringing back, like there's no new style that's going to happen.
Yeah, that's so true.
All the music's been done. There's no new stories.
There's no new jokes and comedy.
It's all been
that's
done.
what Brody Stevens dying. I'm like, that was one of the last original voices that like, I don't know I think he was like someone that I was like, oh, he was doing something truly different.
Yes.
And it doesn't come around that often.
No, he was great.
Even my
Brody.
favorite comedians, I would not say they're truly a unique voice. But like, you're right, everything's been done.
Yeah.
I just think about everything now, like, this phone case is going to be around when I'm not.
Yeah.
When everything's not.
Yeah.
This phone case that I'm using, everything in this room will be sitting somewhere when the world is over.
Yeah.
And
Right.
will just be sitting there forever. I can't stop thinking about that kind of stuff.
It lets you know how little you mean. We're not.
Right.
We're not even as important.
And how important plastic is.
Yeah, we're not even as important as wood. We don't even last as long as wood.
No.
But our egos are fucking huge.
Huge.
Which is hilarious. Which is where a lot of comedy comes from.
Yeah.
Like people thinking that they're going to figure it out.
That's
Yes.
something.
I'm
Having
gonna
a child.
beat this.
That's something.
I'm going to be a king.
Having a child shrinks that.
Yeah.
Having a child is great for the ego because you have to step outside of it to take care of the other person. It can't be about you. That's another thing that really helped me with my anxiety. It was like, I can't waste this precious energy I have each day being a narcissist about my anxiety and being about all these problems are me. My ego saying, what about me? What about if you have a heart attack? What about if this doesn't happen? It's like, no. I need to use this energy to get my daughter ready for school, to listen to my daughter, what she's asking me to do, to watch cartoons with her, to do anything. So having a child really helps with the ego. I think we always have
Gotta have a child.
because we're
I wanna do.
What are you doing tonight? I mean,
You're so
I would not
funny.
disconnect from you. You know I would not disconnect from you.
Yes, you would.
I would be plugged into you like a fucking avatar.
Give me a goddamn break. I don't trust you for a second.
Oh, I love that.
I don't.
No, but you feel safe with me. Like we're safe around each other, right?
Yeah. But you're not someone to be.
I'm not. Yeah.
To like court to be like, oh, he'll be my boyfriend. Ever.
Okay. Oh, that's sad. I
I'm
thought maybe
sorry.
I could have been. All right. Is it because I don't have a haircut?
No, because you just said that you disconnect after sex.
Yes,
dude.
but I said I wouldn't with you.
I don't think that's true. I just don't.
But
I don't
I'm also
trust
a heightened
it.
version of myself on this podcast. You know what I mean? I'm Chrissy Go, blah blah blah. But
No,
that's
we're
not
having
really
a real
me.
conversation.
Yeah, it's
we're having a
pretty
real
true.
conversation, and I think that I think given time, you will be in a place where you
Right.
could be a good boyfriend, but you aren't there now. And I don't
No.
even know that I want one. So
Okay.
that's true.
Okay.
But I also don't think that I could have sex with you and then be like, oh, cool. I don't care if I hear from him. I wish I could do that with
Right.
any guy.
Right.
But it's just that's what the shitty part about sex is that guys want to just like shut you like a laptop, and girls want to like talk about our feelings and talk about the sex we just had and what sex are we gonna have next and when are we gonna eat a meal together. It's just like, why are we so different? Like I wish
Right.
I could be like a dude and just be like, Good.
Yeah.
It was sex done.
Well, I think it's just I don't know. It's all some kind of like game. I feel like I don't know what the answer is, but it's like for me it's
a game.
Some of it.
It's a game because it's all like I don't know. Why are we fucking surrounded by all the ocean water? We can't even drink it. It would kill us. Yet water sustains life. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, why
it's
is
just games, man?
Why is the protein that we need to survive in the flesh of other living things?
No, you have to kill them.
This is like a little bit of a sadistic game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a game,
It's like
I guess.
Hunger Games, yeah.
And also you don't eat pussy.
I know.
There's so many new things I'm learning about.
But let me ask you this: maybe we wouldn't have sex, but if you were available this weekend, could we at least kiss at Giannis's wedding?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Dude,
Okay,
you
cool,
know
cool, cool.
I'm always down for a smooch
I love a
sesh.
good kiss. Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah. Okay.
That's I
Okay.
could do all day, I don't leave that being like, oh my god, like when am I going to hear from him again? Like that's
different.
I wish that could be because sex
Yeah.
is great, but you just something happens during it where you're just like,
I get it.
Even if because I'm banging someone that I don't want to be with, and it's works, and I do not.
Well, I hope he's not a fan of this podcast.
No, he doesn't listen to podcasts, but but he doesn't want to be with me. I don't know what it is, but I'm able to do it for the first time in my life now, but it's because I've already exhausted that, and so I have no hope left. And then the sex isn't even that good because there's no hope left.
Well, the thing is with you is you're like such an incredible catch of a woman because you're so beautiful, you're so powerful, your work is great, like you're extremely motivated. So that scares guys because it's hard for the male ego to harness you and be like, I'm the breadwinner, I'm the guy, like that shit that's embedded in our DNA. So you need the guy that you're going to eventually settle with is probably going to have to be some guy that's so wildly secure with himself that he'll allow threesomes and allow an open relationship, or somebody who's fucking
I don't want threesomes.
such a huge star that feels like he's bigger than you.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate because you've done so well in your life that you're canceling out so many men. Because men we're very insecure. I think that's the truth of it.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't need threesomes. I don't know why.
I don't know why
would someone think that I need? Because I talk about sex a lot on stage.
I just got horny and I said it. I'm sorry.
Well, I am a catch. I gotta be honest with you.
I am. Yeah.
I can't believe I'm single. I really don't.
Samesies.
I offer a lot in a relationship. I don't care if my boyfriend gets blowjobs. Did you know that about me?
That's great.
On the road?
Nope, don't care at all. Get them all you want.
I'm gonna have to
No
call
sex,
up this
though.
wedding.
Sex is fine, but it
Slide up in
needs
Nikki's
to be. The girl needs to be well aware that you have a girlfriend and that it will not be anything beyond that. Because I just know it's not that I'm threatened by the sex. It's just I don't want this girl to be misled and hurt. But if a girl wants to blow you, I don't give a shit.
You know what's interesting? Even my daughter's mom, when we were together, she was very controlling and jealous, but even she said that at one point, a year and a half into our relationship, she said, look, here's the new rules. You're on the road, you want to get a blowjob? Get a blowjob.
Yes.
No sex.
I love that.
That's what it is. And she was like, no fucking texting, no intimacy, no girls liking your shit. But if you want to get a blowjob that I don't know about, go ahead.
I want to
say
know
that.
about it.
Yeah.
I want to know all about it. I would like to, I'm into it. It's not even I'm do what you want. I'll just sit here and I guess put up with it. And I know it's going to happen anyway, so I'm going to resign myself to it. I'm if you don't, we probably won't be together. I've been with guys that are that they don't want to go bang other people, but I'm you should because I like it. And it actually, this thing that it seems so cool about me that it's well, she just lets it becomes a burden.
Right.
And it's and I've been told it's because I don't really love myself enough to be one woman. I don't think that's it. I just think it's hot when someone wants to bang the person that really is with you and they'll never get him.
Right.
But they can do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
What do you, here, Giannis.
Please.
Here we go. Here's Pussy Hat Poppets. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's, we have an adult ego and we have a child ego. Mm-hmm. The child ego wants what it wants and it doesn't want to pay for it. So
Give me that.
It wants its cake and it eat it too. It wants things that the
It
childhood
doesn't want to
ego
ask first. It doesn't want to ask for permission. It just wants.
Yeah, and it thinks that you can have both. It doesn't understand yet that you have to sacrifice. It doesn't want to be uncomfortable. It doesn't want to give to something else. It doesn't want to sacrifice at all.
Yeah.
And then the adult, that you get to a point where you realize you can't. You got to pay for everything. If you have this, you're going to lose this.
Right.
If you have that, you can't have everything.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, and we live in the culture that just feeds a childhood ego, and people grow up at like 60 now. Finally, they're like, fucking, all right, I'm ready. It's like, all right, well.
It's you have only have 20
you have,
good. We have 10 good years left, 20 years left total.
So an adult,
It's all shit after 70.
Yeah, you're just done.
You should have told Maury that.
Wow, Maury's still fucking piping away in his mid 70s. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Wait, so hold on.
Nobody wants to be uncomfortable. Nobody wants to sacrifice.
It's a good call.
Yeah. Everyone wants.
And by the
Why
way,
does that say what does that have to do with what I'm just said about?
So what I think it's like when you're like even hearing you guys talk about like what you want, it's almost like a menu of things that you want. You're like, I want it's hot for me. It's like it sounds very childhood ego to me.
Yeah.
Whereas like in reality, it's like this is somebody who just supports me. We're solid.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fuck other people.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It hurts. I want to fuck other. You have to give something up, and you're not happy about it, but you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
here's
Well,
what
you got there late.
I got there late because generally, as you see comedians that are like, a lot of them end up being lonely and old and stuff.
Yeah.
It's because we grow up later. We're all children.
Well,
we live like children.
Well, that's why
we're not normal.
The post that you posted yesterday on Facebook, which normally I make fun of, and I'm like, Yanni, long days, you're a cuck. That post, in light of Brody Stevens hanging himself, that was very well said and insightful. And it's like one of your best posts, and it's just true. It was like friend to friend. I was like, that was a great post that all comedians and people should read because it was very powerful. But I knew when you wrote that, I was like, this is a guy who's at where he needs to be. Like you've made so many mistakes in life.
I made so many mistakes.
That now you're there, and that's what I got from it. So it was wisdom. It was very wise.
Yeah,
it was a wisdom-filled paragraph.
It's the only road to wisdom is through mistakes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's the only way to know is by fucking up.
But I don't think that there are sacrifices.
Nikki has very sexy hands, by the way.
Thank you.
Really beautiful hands.
Oh my God, I can't handle this.
Is it really? I apologize. If I made
now
you
I feel
uncomfortable.
insecure.
Really?
Yeah, even though
Okay,
you're
I'm sorry.
saying nice things.
I'll eat a booger.
It's so really.
I don't know, just to even it out for you.
Yeah.
So nice.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? I don't think that I'm someone who's like wants it all in a relationship. I just think that because I know that there's sacrifice. First of all, it's gonna suck a lot of the times.
Right.
Like it sucks. Just as having kids sucks.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
You're like
it's hard. Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
But the good outweighs the bad. But I don't think that I would let my boyfriend bang other people so that he could have it all. He still like doesn't get to like have any like strong connections with these women.
Right.
Keeping him from that.
But that's you trying to control everyone's feelings and control the outcome.
Here's my thing.
You're like, here's my perfect scenario.
You know what I like?
But
You know
life
what I
is
like?
never like that.
I like to know that I'm winning because he has all the options and he's continuing to choose me, as opposed to me being like, you don't get to even look at the other options. You're stuck with me. I like
see.
a continual, like, I have to fight for him.
Yeah.
I have to, like, prove myself every weekend.
Socialism's a great idea too.
What about
In
but
reality,
Nikki,
it's a different story.
But what about the guy? What about the guy allowing you to do that to Veer? Is that okay, or
No,
you're not
I don't
interested
want to.
in it?
The thing is, I don't. If I wanted to, I would ask for permission and talk about that. But I generally, if I'm in a relationship and I'm getting banged like once a week at least, or like hopefully more, I don't feel
Okay.
I like one guy at a time. I really am not like someone who's like,
Right.
if I'm in a relationship and I start liking someone else, it's not that I'm like, I want both. It's because I'm tired of this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always I leapfrog one to the next.
Yeah, it's like a yeah. It
But I
seems
think
like
guys
a
can
dream.
do lots at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you guys are perfect for each other. See, because
I
listen,
mean-
you're very deep. I feel like you have there's depth. To you.
A lot of depth.
Yeah, she likes
You can go
familiarity. She likes to.
Yeah.
She wants to get to know more. She's a romantic.
Yeah.
So she's an idealist, a little utopian in her things, and she's poetic. And you're completely sociopathic.
Yes.
I'm
full Ted Bundy.
You are superficial charm to the T, glib. You could care less.
Glib.
Yeah. So you could play into each other very nicely because you're
Right.
constantly trying to pull into something that's
I
not
know
there.
this for sure, Nikki. No,
Yeah.
and I mean this like sincerely. I if we ever got like in like a relationship, I would never hurt you. Like intentionally, I would never hurt you.
Yeah.
Like other women, I would not intentionally, but I would not even think twice about my actions hurting them. I'd apologize and feel bad about it, but like you, I would think twice before I hurt.
Yeah.
Because why though?
I don't know because
You're scared of me?
Yeah, but well, yes.
And what I would say about you on radio or something like that? Or because I would be...
No, I don't care about that stuff
good.
because, like, you know, whatever. We live in this world. It's like I've said so many things on radio. I don't care about that.
You don't intentionally hurt anybody. Though.
I don't intentionally.
That's
not the way you're designed.
No, but I'm saying, like, for example, like,
you don't have a mean streak. I got a mean streak.
You got a mean streak.
Yeah, I got a mean streak.
If I was in a relationship,
I do have.
I would just like impulsively cheat. I would just be like, oh, okay, bang. But like you, the impulse would come, but I would think twice about it.
Look, you just belong.
I just know that about her because she's very deep.
You belong to society.
Yeah.
Whenever a woman's with you, I want to just say to all the women out there, Chris DiStefano does not belong to you.
Yeah.
He never will.
Yeah.
He belongs to the world. You're doing a social service for women.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're out there, you're wild, you belong to humanity.
I want a guy to belong to me, though.
Yeah. It's gonna be that one.
That's what I think the problem is.
Yeah,
I would say
Chrissy
once a
Wilds.
week.
Yeah.
Once a week.
Yeah.
Some a girl that has been in my life, sexually sends me a text and be like, I listen to your podcast. Don't ever call me again. It happens once a week.
Yeah, but
Shut
you know what?
up.
What is the equation?
What do you say the equation is?
You lose a few toots.
Lose a few toots.
Have a few brews.
Have a few brews.
And it evens out.
It evens out.
Yeah.
Lose a few toots.
Yeah.
What it is?
And let's just be honest, you have a constant flow of new,
I mean,
Let's just be honest.
You're like Venezuela and you have a lot of puss reserves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. The
Yeah.
truth is, we're probably just going to be in a situation where my baby mama's going to get pregnant again, and we're just going to do this over.
Yeah, you're not
just
a
gonna
kid.
have another kid, and we're just going to settle in.
Yeah, he doesn't
and
make
now
good
I'm back with my
decisions.
baby's mamas,
Yeah.
and we have a fucking another kid.
Yeah.
you have a family.
And then we got a family. I still love that idea. Even though it's been crazy, I would love the idea of having my family back. I know it's not possible, but I would love...
Why isn't it possible?
I don't know. I feel like too much stuff has happened. And now I've said so many things on the radio about my sexual escapades that she's like,
But you sort of have you have sort of a Sunset Park family.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
Baby's mama, you're there a lot.
I'm
You
there
kind
a
of
lot.
co-parent.
We co-parent. We're very
Yeah.
good co I bought a place 10 blocks from them.
Yeah.
I go to all the birthday parties. I take, when somebody dies, I go to the funeral. I take
You vote Trump, that kind of thing.
Yeah, just like her dad.
Yeah, just like I'm saying.
Her dad
like,
voted Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we haven't even gotten close to what Nikki wanted to
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about.
I don't want to talk about that.
we're
Let's
51
keep talking about
Yeah, I
this.
guess we're just going to fucking let it
Yeah,
go.
fuck it.
51 minutes
Let it
into the
go.
potty waddy.
I fucking love the topic though.
And I think
Yeah, that's
this
good.
is going to be a good episode for our female listeners.
Yeah, 'cause
and
a lot
our,
of them-
and our gay listeners, because a lot of the like strong, like those male listeners that we have are like, when is she going to talk about fucking guys raw?
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Okay, I'll talk about it.
Yeah. Because they think you're so hot.
Yeah.
But
I don't
you're
want you-
projecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you want me to talk about.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Kind of.
You're a crude kid.
I don't want. No, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that.
You
to
like
be
to
honest
cross
with you.
lines. You like to
Yeah.
push. Are you a guy who likes to push the card? Like if the card's here, you just like to throw it and see what the reaction is.
Yes.
You want to see how far you can get the card across the table.
Well, here's the thing. Yes, the answer in short is yes, but I feel like I'm also scared a lot of crossing the line.
Yeah, but you're-
so I don't know why I do what I do.
The thing, I think, me and Chris, I'm going to ask you because we were both kind of athletic. We're athletes. We definitely got girls before we started comedy.
Yeah.
So do we have a different vibe from most other comedians?
Yes. Yeah.
I figured that.
That's what I said. Like
Yeah.
you both got girls before comedy, so you
did.
know how to handle girls.
Yeah.
You're cooler. You're not as frantic about it. You don't have nervous energy as much. Mm-hmm. And you have confidence.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you, as a woman, you just get a sense that you guys know how to fuck.
Yeah.
Dov Davidoff has that confidence
Yes.
to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, because sometimes like when we're getting analyzed, I just want to be like, we're just two dudes who who just may want to bang you and you may want to bang us, and that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other
It's
than
not that deep.
Other than my butt, I have almost no insecurities.
Yeah. What do you
No
mean your
real
butt?
insecurities.
Yeah, but you don't.
I
You're
get
not
insecure about my butt.
You're not even that insecure about your butt because you talk about it a lot and you joke about it a lot, and
and I name my special size 38 waist.
Yeah, so
No,
it's like-
you're leaning into that butt.
Yeah, but then
he's got
I
a
don't-
fat fucking ass.
So I do, but I'm wondering what, because I feel like one of the, you know what it is?
Your
I feel
feet
like
are jacked up, too.
They're disgusting.
Yeah.
The most, but
His
I don't
feet
care.
look
But
like
I'll
they're
pull them
broken.
out.
Yeah,
but
you don't have any insecurities.
Well, no, because the most, I think it's something ever since I was a kid. I don't know, but I'm trying to figure it out because maybe it was something with my dad or one of my mom's boyfriends that like when my brain was forming. But like by far the most disgusting quality of people in general, men, women, I don't care what race, religion, the thing that viscerally I get a reaction, like my blood pressure will go up, is when I meet an insecure man or hear an insecure man. It makes me to my core, like something in nature to my core, where I'm like, you fucking little pussy. Shut the fuck up. I fucking dare you to just say
Steel
what
pipe
you
Chrissy.
said to her to me.
To him.
I fucking...
all 6'1", 239 of you.
Even if you're
aiming for 230, but you're at 239 right now.
Even if you're a fucking UFC fighter, I wouldn't care. Like you
Like,
can
give me
break
an
my neck. I
example.
just
What's
get
an
so...
example?
Or just like insecure stuff like when a guy...
Is
when
like,
a woman leaves a man and he's like, you never have somebody else. I fucking get so mad at that guy where I'm like, you're such a little fucking homo.
Because it comes from insecurity.
I can't even I can't, like I get blood, like my blood boils when I'm like, what? She can't leave. She can't find another guy. Who the fuck are you? You're a fucking loser, dude. Yeah. You're a loser.
Most
and
people
it comes from, it's something happened to me as a kid that I'm blocking out though.
No. It's mentally healthy.
Yeah. Or like,
I think it's something you hate about yourself that maybe
something.
you've felt that way before.
It's got to be something because it's the only visceral thing that I get really
When I
mad
get
about.
visceral-
Is insecure guy.
No, I disagree. I
hate
think that's
insecure men.
extremely healthy.
Yeah.
That's extremely healthy because when people get too clingy or they get jealous,
I
and a
hate
lot
it.
of crimes of passion, most people who are murdered by people who were in love with them at one point and then they kill them. That's most of the murders. So that comes from a place of deep insecurity.
I hate it.
So I just feel like what you're saying is correct. And maybe it
doesn't make you really mad when a guy does that.
I think I'm a little more insecure than you. So maybe if I became more confident, it would make me viscerally mad. But
I
you're just
get
a confident social kid. You're
That's
good.
what it is?
Yeah, you're
All right.
mentally healthy in that area.
Yeah,
but you're an
yours-
addict. You're a dirty fucking trash addict. Yeah.
Yeah, you're super confident. You're not insecure. What I like about you that I think are good qualities to have in a partner are that you're brutally honest. Like
Okay,
I don't
good.
think you would lie to me because I don't think you can lie.
Yeah. I could. The thing
He is a guy, so it's in our toolkit.
Yeah, but when it comes to women, there's something.
It's in our toolkit.
It's in our toolkit.
It's in our toolkit.
But I do. She's right in the sense that when it comes to, I wouldn't lie.
Yeah.
I just don't think you would have anything to lie to me about. If I was ever date you, I'd be like, oh, I think I could just like ask him anything, and he would just be like, I did.
I'm not a
You
good
know?
liar either.
Right,
so
right.
You would,
I think
you would
that
know.
would be like that. Like you just seem. I like that you are, and I like that you lean into the things that you like the size 38. Like I like that stuff that you joke about the stuff that most guys would never mention it because they're so insecure about it.
Yeah.
That's disgusts me.
Yeah.
When a guy like can't handle any kind of topic around the thing that they try to change the subject.
Yeah.
Or even like comedians that, get mad about Pete Davidson. I'm like, you realize you're just angry because you're jealous.
Right.
That is so transparent to me.
Right.
He has nothing to do with you.
Right.
Do you want him to turn down things that people have given him?
No.
It's like when people get mad at comedians for like getting stuff that they don't deserve, it's like, do you want him to turn it down?
Yeah.
If you got offered that when you didn't deserve it, you would take it too.
Well, that's insecurity. They're making it about them. They're
Yes,
going like,
exactly.
"It's about
that
me."
makes
It's
me,
always
that
making
makes
it about
me
them.
sick too
It's got
because I
nothing to
think
do with you.
but
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say on the matter, but you
it really makes me mad. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I can't fix things and I don't feel like a man unless I'm protecting
No, I
a
think
woman.
it's just-
because I don't really have I don't know anything about cars. You know what I mean? Like I can't fix a thing. So I'm like, oh, if I'm going to be attractive to a female, it has to be like because I'm very secure with myself. So the
Yes.
insecurity bothers me
Yes.
so much when I see it.
Yeah.
Because it's the anti thing.
A lot of guys are insecure. A lot of guys never learn how to take a loss correctly. A lot of who you are, the character that you develop, is as a man. I just know as men, is being able to take a loss.
Well, that's why sports helps a lot.
Yeah,
playing sports since I'm 5
helps
years
all-
old. Yeah, you just learn how to lose.
You learn how to lose.
I think that I don't like to lose with men, so I don't even try anymore because that is it's so painful to get rejected.
Yeah.
Even if it has nothing to do with you and you know it doesn't, like that, I can take comedy rejection and career rejection, but like when a guy's just like, no thanks, I'm just like, why? Like I can't handle it. Really hurts.
Like today, like I forgot to tell you this Saturday, I got into kind of an argument in Philly, which by the way, thank you for the people coming out to the Philly Punchline the past weekend. It was great. Some guy was taking pictures of people after the shows, and some guy, he goes, I took a picture with his girlfriend, and he goes, you were getting a little close there to me. And I was like, no, I wasn't. We're holding each other for a picture. And he was like, yeah, I know, but she was liking a little too much. I was like, so what's your problem with that? And then he was like, I'm just kidding. But I got so viscerally mad at him, not about me trying to egg him on, but I was thinking about her. I was like, what the fuck is your problem? Yes. Like, how much of a little bitch are you going to be your whole life that you're getting mad at someone taking a picture in front of you?
Oh,
are you that much of an asshole?
Bet guys go fucking nuts when they bring dates to go see you because these girls are like slipping out of their chairs watching
you. What are you going to do? Yeah.
And then they go up and like, I love that.
She probably did a little bit though.
No,
what?
I mean, she would. No,
she probably got a little too close.
She probably got a little too close.
She probably did.
Yeah.
But that's his issue to have with her later on.
Exactly.
And she's obviously trying to make him jealous because she hates him.
Yeah.
And she knows it bugs him. And she can go, what?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? That wasn't bad. Like,
but like girlfriends would get mad at me because they'd be like, "What? You seem like you don't care about me. Like there's other men here, and you seem like you don't care." I'm like, "Yeah, because it's whatever you feel, babe. Whatever you feel.
Yeah.
What do you like it? If you want to go be with him, then go be with him. Like you don't want to fight for me. I'm like, no. I'm not wasting that energy. What are you talking about? Why would you put me in that situation? I'll protect you.
Girls love making guys.
I hate it.
So many girlfriends of mine are like, and he, I don't want him to be jealous, but like he doesn't even care. I'm like, you do want him to be jealous. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's such a weird thing. I've never wanted to make someone jealous before like that.
It's gross.
But a lot of women do it, and they find it insulting when their boyfriends don't respond negatively.
Brutes.
It is brutes.
It's brutes. Yeah.
Cute.
Fucking brutes, Magoots.
1984, cute.
Giannis took your hood off. Are you not standing with Habibs anymore?
Yeah. I'm getting. Yeah, I feel like one Muzzy's in the room's enough.
So now you're anti-Muzz.
Yeah, we got one over there. Is
that a real leather jacket? Giannis comments if your leather is fake, he thinks
he wears a fake leather jacket and it bothers me.
I love fake leather.
That bothers me.
No, I love it.
Those animals had to die to make that leather.
Yeah,
that's
they did.
what it
and
is,
it was worth it.
Yeah. It's a nice jacket.
Yeah,
it's
a
nice jacket. You're a fucking handsome kid.
Thanks. I'm an almost handsome kid.
You're an almost handsome kid.
You look real good for your age, I must say.
Absolutely,
you look like 32, dude. I would honestly think you're 32.
I look old. I could be older than him.
No. I mean, yeah. I guess. I mean,
similar age.
Yeah. You would not think that there is a 10-year discrepancy here.
Yeah. No. It looks great.
9 year.
Yeah.
It's
when you get to my age, you take.
You got it. Yes.
You correct all the time.
He's got great numbers. Blood pressure good. Cholesterol good.
How old's your lady?
She's 29.
Okay.
Good age.
Yeah.
She's going to want to have kids immediately.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Do you want kids?
Yeah. I'm ready.
That's great.
Yeah. I'm ready to try something different. Yeah.
You think your glue's good?
I hope my glue's good.
You got good
I don't
glue.
know. Yeah. I mean, it's all about my balls if they're healthy,
But you just got them checked out. You think you got D's glue?
I feel like I'm okay, but I'm not in control.
The real reason why I'm trying to get in shape for your wedding is because I want to take a shot at your brother. He's got an older gay brother.
Yeah.
Yo, it's so funny. He's got like a like a 60-something-year-old gay brother, and the first
59.
Yeah. And the first time and the first time I met him at Giannis's house, I wanted him to be attracted to me, and he wasn't. Yeah, I just thought it would be funny.
Oh yeah, and you want to be attractive to everyone.
Yeah,
that could maybe be attracted.
He wasn't. He just treated me like garbage. He was like, "What? How do you know my brother?" I said, "We do comedy together." He's like, "I've never heard of you." And then he asked me where the garbage was because he just assumed I would know.
Yeah. Well,
I did know.
You know, you just come from a different world. He went into a different direction.
Yeah.
He left Brooklyn at 17 and never came back. Literally,
That's like some Thomas Dale shit.
Yeah, literally.
He hated New York.
He never even stayed in. I don't even remember him staying at our family home when I was like a kid.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he never came back.
He might get punched in the stomach this weekend.
He might get punched in the stomach.
Depends.
Yeah, I punched him in his stomach recently.
How did you know that your lady was your lady? Do you remember the
yes,
moment?
I do. I do. First of all, it was a maturity that I had. I had my heart broken.
I remember.
Yeah, which now when I look back, it's fucking wild, which is interesting. It's because you grow so much.
I know.
Heartbreak is where you grow. That's where all the growth happens. Where you have to really look at yourself, examine your ego, how controlling I was, how insecure I was. Her little success was like making me, it was all like, I look back and I'm like, I was such a child, like a petulant, fucking spoiled child. And so I got.
It wasn't that long ago. I mean, in the scheme of things, it was like,
2013, 14. Yeah.
And you can grow so much in that time. I'm so happy. Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
This is helpful.
So it was, it forced me to look at myself because the heartbreak was like me. We had dogs together. In my mind, I was like, this is my person.
Yeah.
And so that's what made it worse is because it was my plan. I was like, this is my plan. This is what I see. And I realized that like, oh, I'm just like a controlling kind of. And so I was wide open. I got hurt emotionally. And so I think I met my current fiance at a time where I was just completely, my ego was just shattered. Right. So like the vibe, it was all energy. It was like, I just like felt like this calming kind of like feeling. It wasn't like, and it was real. Because when your ego makes you believe things are real, they're not real. It's really you just trying to control the situation. Right. Being like endowing a person like, you're going to be my boyfriend or you're so awesome, but nobody is. So it's like our childhood ego being like, you're the perfect person. But what does that really mean? Like God's going to put a perfect person for you?
Insane.
Who the fuck are you to think that you have a perfect person?
Yeah, my soulmate? That doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
They don't.
It's not a
That's
real
our
thing.
ego going like, it's about me. I want a perfect thing for me. It's like, that doesn't exist. So
you were able to let that go.
I was able to kind of just know that because I just evolved emotionally to that point where I realized like, and I just had this feeling with her where it was like, what she wanted, first of all, was that. Like, she wanted a relationship. It was realistic. It was real. Now I see things where I'm at, and the heartbreak is the best thing. I can just hear when people talk. I'm like, these people. There's more mental illness out there than we acknowledge. People love fantasy because reality is rough.
Right.
I mean, when you look at reality in its most real form, it's animals eating other animals while they're alive. It's predator and prey. It's stuff that's hard to watch. Right. Right. And then when you're a human, which is much easier, especially with the amenities of modernity, hard things is like your parents get cancer, your friends are dying, you're struggling with a heartbreak. It's still hard. People would always will seek fantasy because it's just easier. They want to believe in things are nice when it's not. Yeah. It's not. It's a struggle here. And you're gonna feel pain, and you're either prepared, either you're a grown up for that pain, so you don't squeal like a pig, or you're gonna squeal like a pig. Either you want to continue living in fantasy, like saying like, oh, it's gonna be about me, I'm gonna find the perfect person. You're free to do that. You will pay for it. You will be alone. You'll be 60. You're not gonna win. You're not going to figure it out because it's not about you. You're just a small piece of this thing that's happening.
Okay. Yeah. So where do we get to this is the girl I'm meant to be with?
Well, I felt that. I felt...
she was 26 and hot.
She was 26 and hot, and that's the end of the story. No. Fresh puss, and that's it. I'm full of shit. Thank you. No.
How did you know it wasn't going to be the thing again?
Because it was vibe. It was like all the cynical things older people say are just true. It's just like we want to rebel and be like, but it's like she loves her dad. Her dad hugs her. They have a great relationship. Yeah. She comes from her great parents. She's
got standards.
She's got a home. She's got standards. She wants that. That's what she wants as a family. She wants a relationship. Whereas when I look at my ex-girlfriends, they're like, they wanted something for themselves. And like we were both being selfish. And that was fine for the time.
Yeah.
But it wasn't if you're going to do the long haul, you need somebody who's going like, hey, that's what I want. I want the long haul. So that's something that's
My dad
deeply
always
rooted
used
in
to
reality.
say, your mom isn't like my soulmate. She's just the woman that I was in love with when I decided that I wanted to start a family.
Interesting.
And
Makes a lot of sense.
And he's like, and then I used to think that was so bleak. And I'm like, why would you say that about my mom? And they're happily married still.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he's
great.
like, they have a great relationship. But he's like, she wasn't like I didn't know right away. It was just like, if I would have met her 5 years earlier, I would have still wanted to bang late. I mean, he didn't say that, but he was a musician touring.
Right.
He wanted a family. He was 30. My mom was there. She was friends with his best friend. Like she's his best friend's sister that he grew up knowing. So it was just like, it made sense, but there was no soulmate thing. And I still look at them and I'm like, there's probably better people for them out there in terms of like physical attraction and like, and I always am like, there's probably thousands of guys. If I met them, I'd be like, we were meant to be. Like, this is crazy. We get along so well. But they might live in fucking Bangladesh. Like, there's tons of dudes that I would think would be my soulmate. Am I going to be lucky enough to meet them?
And will it last?
Are we at the right time? Are they dating someone else? Are they my age? Were they born in 1984? Cute. Yeah. It's like, who knows? Yeah. There are so many people that I've met that I'm like, oh my God, like we would be perfect, but they have a girlfriend or what? Yeah. It's timing. You get lucky is what I'm saying.
Yes.
My sister's in a relationship and I'm like, I want my Matt. Like her and her husband are like awesome together. And I'm always like, and she's always kind of disappointed in me and the men I choose and the relationships, and she's kind of just like just rolls her eyes at it, and I'm like, not everyone gets lucky and meets their Matt.
Oh yeah, but yeah, you will.
No, you don't. What if I don't?
You
Honestly,
just don't want it.
What if
you don't want it? When you want it, I mean, come on. You're funny.
With the digital
you're
age,
smart.
yes, I could meet everyone.
You're deep. You're gorgeous. So it's your choice.
It is my choice.
It's your
I know
choice.
it is my choice.
You don't want it. When you want it,
I don't want
the guy will show up, and it'll be the guy that you least thought you least
Yeah, it's going to be something. It's going to be Dan Natterman.
Yeah.
Ladies. Oh God.
Yeah, when you want it. Yeah.
Because that's the thing. I talk on stage about all these because I dated a couple losers this past year who I just am like, I didn't even like them. I was just trying to get them, and then they ended up hurting me, and I'm like, what? I didn't even like that. I got heartbroken over a guy who wears tank tops that say "Rise and Grind." Like, how did this happen? Like, I don't know. But then I look at it and I go, you chose them because you don't take them seriously, and you know they can never love you, and you're scared of being loved.
Yes,
it's me.
Yeah.
I can't even get mad at them.
Yeah. And you probably got some good material out of it, so maybe self-consciously we know as comedians we want to get into
when you
things.
get in love, you're just like, oh, my act's going to be garbage for a couple months.
And when things go wrong, you get jokes and...
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. But when girls complain about guys and like, my boyfriend's such an asshole, he does all this, it's like, well, you're choosing to be with him, so I don't even blame him. Yeah, he's an asshole, but like, then don't be with him.
Yeah.
Right.
You create these things.
Yeah, your choice.
Absolutely.
Power is choice.
It is.
Whenever anyone's complaining, you're like, you
change
can
it. You have to
change it.
Change it.
This isn't, there's not slavery. There's nobody's being held against their will. Then just change it.
Yeah, I'm when I talk about guys, because I've talked about a couple of these guys on stage because they're just good stories, I always make it clear to the audience, I'm like, don't be mad at them based on the things that they did that I'm about to tell you that how they mistreated me. I chose to let them do that.
Yeah.
And so I'm the one to blame. They're just living their lives.
Absolutely.
And I really believe that.
Yeah. It's the
but I think
it's the
so
truth.
often we put blame on other people. It's like, no, then why are you so you're right. When I'm ready, but I'm 34. It's like, when am I going to be ready? I work on myself. I don't drink. I meditate.
You may never want to have a husband or a long-term relationship. That's okay too.
Yeah.
Who cares? I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. I'm like pretty happy.
Yeah, you're fucking happy. So why change anything?
Yeah, everything looks good, and you're having a blast on the road, which is like.
Yeah.
You and Andrew look like you guys are having a blast.
Yeah, but I'm not getting laid, and that's the problem. I am like I bang someone, but it's like not. It's I want. That's what I miss out on, like couple sex where it's like comfortable.
Well, you gotta give things up for that. That's the problem. When you're ready to give things up, you'll find who you want, but you'll have to lose other stuff.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
Andrew?
Sacrifice. Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's always, I don't know what it is. I could never predict what it is, but it's like you definitely give other stuff up.
Yeah, you have to.
But,
Yeah,
you know.
because we're all going to have something. Like Yannis and I talk about, like everyone's going to have a vice. Everyone's going to have something. It's just how much does it deter you from your life? Because like nobody's perfect. Nobody's getting through this shit without like something distracting.
Nobody's raw dogging this.
Nobody's raw dogging it.
Nobody's raw. Everyone's going to have
It's like,
everyone's got to
once you
paint.
have it-
You got to paint over the pain with something.
Yeah.
Booze.
Yeah.
Fan it. Whatever it is, you need
Yeah.
something to paint over the pain.
Like they said in the Queen movie, life being human's a condition, and sometimes you need a little anesthesia.
Yeah.
What's your anesthesia? Is it cocaine? Is it not being in a relationship? Is it fucking being immature? I don't know what it is, but it's something. So it's like, I think sometimes we're all quick to judge people, and it's like, this person just has different chemicals in their brain than you, and they react different as shit. So you're no better.
Yeah.
You're just different, you know? People forget a lot. I think a lot of people don't check themselves, where it's like, what the fuck are you? How great are you? I mean, even, I don't care if you're the Queen of England. It's like,
You'll find
you're born into that.
Yeah, you'll find someone at some point who, like, you'll see, like, you're going on the road. He doesn't care at all. He's completely confident in himself.
That's what I always have.
Yeah, and
But I don't know that I want that. I don't know what I don't want. That's the thing. I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
I never know what I want.
yeah.
But I will know it when I see it. I just want to fall in love. I think that's the most fun part. But then you fall in love, and then 3 months later you're like, okay, well, where's
So
that?
you're in
again?
love. You're one of those in love with love people.
I just love
romantic.
fucking a lot.
Yeah.
And being like,
Same.
all we do is think about each other. We just want to bang all the time. That's like so fun. That's what I keep trying to get into with guys, where I'm like, let's just do that and see where it goes. I don't need to be your girlfriend, but let's just like fuck a lot. And guys get scared of that.
Well, you know what?
We think it's like some kind of trap, maybe?
Well,
Maybe. And maybe it is. Like, I don't know.
I understand. That's
Yeah,
the funnest.
interesting.
That's the
It's the
funnest.
funnest part.
Yeah. I think that's like all the teen. That's like a teenage relationship where you're
Yeah.
like, we're thinking
Yeah.
about each other all the time.
Yeah.
And it's the best. It
but
is.
It is the best.
but
It's
you know
the
what?
best feeling in the world.
is the
But
best.
I think as humans, for whatever reason, maybe it's religion, maybe it's society, whatever it is, it's like we think like there's something wrong with that because it's all 100% fun. But it's like you may get to the other side of this, be like, whoever the creator is, like, all I wanted you to do was have fun. Why would you do things that aren't fun?
know.
I gave you impulses to be fun.
Because the risk in doing that is like heartbreak.
Well,
and then
you just gotta
we've all
change-
Yeah,
been
but that's
through
going to
that,
happen
and-
anyway. They're going to die. You're going to die.
You just got to change your expectation.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The only thing
Yeah.
with that, I think, is your expectation is wrong. And that-
Tony Robbins,
Yeah.
trade your expectations for appreciation.
No, I mean, like, you think that it's just, if it's that intense, it's never going to last.
No,
it's
no,
not built to
never.
last. Yes,
No.
so then you shouldn't be
I
disappointed.
want Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson. Like everyone
Yeah.
knew that was gonna crash and burn.
yeah.
They were so obsessed with each other, and it's like,
Who
you
cares?
know that feeling when you like get a text from the person and their name makes you like go like, ugh. Like
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people
It's
just
so fun.
Yeah, people want you to fail because they're miserable. So it's like, yeah, we're all going to fail.
I
Yeah,
do
we
remember. I do remember when I was into that. I got to
Yeah,
admit,
right?
I will tell you, if the thought of that now nauseates me, which is interesting because I used to love that, and I don't know why that is, but like
Because-
it just seems like the drama, like it just because it comes with drama, Be
Right.
like, oh God, I want to see that person. You're always thinking about that person, and then if they do a little something that makes you insecure, then you're mad at them, and
Yeah.
then there's the makeup set and that whole
You're
thing.
absolutely right. It
I
comes
used
with
to
a
love that
bunch
Yeah.
of bullshit.
I used to love that, but now for some reason the thought of that is like nauseating.
Yeah, it's exhausting. It's
It's
nauseating.
exhausting,
Yeah.
and like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't felt it since I was like 20 something, like in a while. So maybe it's not even possible at my age
Yeah.
to feel that kind of, but it's just that young, like obsessive, like all we want to do is bang love.
There's nothing funner than that,
There's nothing more fun in the world than that. It's the best feeling in the world.
and nothing hurts when it ends more than that.
That's the thing.
Those hurt bad because those relationships are like a heroin addiction.
Yeah.
I remember a girl I used to like. I would
Yeah.
like. I couldn't wait to get to her house. It was like I was on the train and I was just like, I felt like I was going to get a fix. It was like an addiction. It
Yes.
was like-
Yeah.
I get addicted to sex,
Yeah.
like in relationship, like where it's just like nonstop. And
there's a-
yeah,
you like you like when there's a little comfort. You like a little comfort level, so it's like you're used
so
to
you
each
can
other.
like fart and not
Yeah.
worry about it and
Yeah.
not be like, is he never gonna like me? Like you
Yeah.
can just like say weird things and not worry about like the comfort level. You're like you don't care if you look perfect or not because you're both so horned up it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best because the first couple times having sex, it's not that great.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be, but it's like 9 and on is fun.
Yeah. That's why sex with an
9.
ex is really good because the familiarity is there, but it also feels new because it's like you haven't done it in a while and they're an ex.
Yeah.
But you're familiar with each other.
Interesting.
So it's a combination of.
Yes, I do it often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ex sex is a good one.
I don't know why everyone doesn't do it.
Have sex with their ex?
Yes.
Yeah, if they're available, might as well pound it out.
Yeah.
You've done it before. It's safe.
And it's enough time has passed where it feels new and exciting
again.
Yeah.
But you also are like, it's
comfortable.
great.
Zach's got his sleeves rolled up and he's showing off his hairy arms for Nikki.
Yeah.
And she hasn't noticed, but I want you to take a look.
Hi. All the way up. What is that?
That
What
was
are
for
you
Nikki.
doing?
As soon as she walked in, he
showing off my hair for you.
Yeah.
God, it's
like
all
a
the way
mating thing.
up.
Yeah, it's a mating call that they do with the Muslim community.
I like it.
They show off.
I don't mind the hairy
their
arms.
shoulders. All right,
Hairy
so
shoulders.
we didn't have time to talk about Kitty Genovese, but
Oh, yeah. Well,
she's great.
She's dead.
She's
Yeah,
dead, and
she's
it's just
dead.
a quick story about calling for help, and it's the
You know what I learned from
Yeah.
the whole point of the story? I was gonna her tale is that there's a woman in Brooklyn in the
Queens
Queens
Yeah.
in the
60s.
60s.
Yeah.
Who was stabbed by one guy. He stabbed her a bunch.
Yep.
Left her for dead. She wasn't dead. She screamed for help. Dozens of people heard her. It was
Yes.
a quiet neighborhood.
Yes.
Late at night. No one called for help because everyone assumed everyone else called for help.
Exactly.
So my point on this, and then the guy came back later because she was still
finished her
crying
off.
and finished her off, and she died because no one helped her because
Right.
everyone thought that she was getting help. This happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like called the bystander effect.
Yes.
I believe.
Yeah.
And I always say this is going to sound like the most trite way to take that lesson that a woman had to learn lose her life to learn for us to learn this. But like people, when sometimes I'll get a text from someone and be like, "Hey, they talked about you on Howard Stern today," and I'm like, "Holy shit, what?" And why did only one person text me about this? It's because a lot of people heard it, but everyone assumes that everyone's telling me or
Right.
tweeting at me. So if that one person wouldn't have told me that my hero mentioned me on the radio, I would have never known because I missed the show that day. Because
Right.
everyone assumes. So when you either think if you ever convince yourself not to tell someone something because you assume other people
Right.
are going to tell them, just take the chance and do it.
Right.
Because there's been so many things I've probably missed out on in my life, not just about me, but about other people too, that people just assume I know.
Yeah.
And I also will extend this to celebrities. Have you guys ever received a quick compliment? If Giannis, if you get recognized or if a fan comes up to you at a show and goes like, "Hey, I just want to say I like love your work. You're so funny. You're great." And then walked away. Have you ever been annoyed by that person in that short of an interaction?
No, never.
No,
Never. Never.
I will let you know if you're listening and you're a fan of someone and you have a personal like appreciation for what they do. Never, I don't care how famous the person is, never hesitate to do a drive-by compliment because because you convince yourself that they get it all day. They might get it all day, but we're all narcissists and we want to hear it.
Yeah.
And if it's quick and it's meaningful,
that's true.
I don't care who you are. I don't. Though who did I take? Oh, Jennifer Lawrence. Is like a friend of, I know her, friend of a friend, but I remember seeing her one night on like some show and she looked beautiful, of course. And we had been texting a little bit, but I was just like, she looks so pretty. I want to tell her, but like, she's fucking Jennifer Lawrence. She knows she's pretty. And I was like, you know what? I don't know that I would
Right.
ever not want to hear it, even if I heard it all the time.
Right.
So I texted her. I was like, you look stunning in this thing. I took a picture of it. And she was like, oh my God, thank you so much. Like, I felt so gross that, like, no one had told her that. Even if it was a photo shoot in which she was supposed to look amazing.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, even at the very top, when you don't think to tell someone something, always do.
It's interesting.
It's true.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
No celebrity,
yeah.
no musician,
Yeah.
no actor, no matter how famous, doesn't like, I love you in that. Go and then
Keep walking.
Keep walking.
Yeah,
So
'cause-
what's the antidote? Be bold. Like just if you feel like just do it, right?
Just do it.
Because
Just say,
someone might be getting raped and murdered downstairs. So call the cops.
and
Well,
exactly.
with the bystander effect, though, the psychology behind it and what changed things is you have to put the responsibility on a specific person. So, for example,
Oh, yes.
not that she's thinking about that in the moment. Of course, she's being murdered. But if she said one of her neighbors specifically, Yannis, call 911. You would have done it.
That's why if you see someone in the street and there's an accident, you go, you.
That's why
Call the cops.
with 911 and resuscitating someone It's not like, hey, can someone call 911? It's like, Nikki, you 911, call them, and then the response, and then you have to do it. You know, when you're changing lanes in traffic, if you say, hey, can I get in the lane? Thank you. They 99% of the time will do it, as opposed to just putting your blinker on. They may or may not. The responsibility is not on them. But when you put it on them, usually people comply.
Yeah.
And that's what the Genovese bystander effect
But I do it all the time. I hear someone screaming in the night, and I'm just like, someone else is like, have so many people heard that. I literally.
It's well, because we want to mind our business. We don't want to get involved unless, so there's all that things that we have.
There was a car crash in front of me on the highway. Like I saw a truck turn over, and then it had a trailer behind it that was spinning at a different speed because it was hooked to it. But
across the lanes?
Yeah, across the lane. It was brutal, and I knew it was bad, and I didn't want to see death.
Right.
And I knew everyone was behind me. I was the first car in front of it, so I drove around it and kept going. And I was I know that's terrible.
Well, terrible and illegal.
I can't bring anything to this situation. I was a young college student. I still think about it all the time. I checked the news to see what happened.
You never heard if anyone was
couldn't handle seeing a decapitated man. I just can't. I didn't want it. And it's me looking at it.
Legally, you had to stop and call 911.
What,
No,
really?
you do. The cars behind it has to stop and call 911.
I couldn't do it. I was too fragile. I was trying to make it back to school.
Don't mention the state, so you don't know where that happened.
I picture that would probably happen to like someone who just recently gets past at the cellar and they have a spot time.
Yeah.
They're just scared of Esty and they're just like, all right, I just gotta go. I got an 8:45. She won't work me again for a year if I'm late.
Oh my God. Esty recently texted me like, why are you not picking up? Because I guess she was calling me and I was on a plane. And I'm like freaking out. Like, how do I get available for her? And someone was like, you should have stepped out on the wing. I think Sherrod said that. It's like, there's nothing worse than not being able to call until like get to you. Esty has never been disappointed, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Well, she definitely instills a lot of fear in people. She gets like...
We are so scared of her.
Everyone's scared of her, yeah.
And I'm wondering who has ever taken the initiative to just disappoint her because I'm always avoiding it.
You can tell the personalities who probably tell her.
Yeah, you're right.
You can tell the ones who are like, who tell her.
It ain't me.
Yeah. You can tell easily.
Yeah, well...
We're all just scared at the mere mention of her name.
Yeah, it's still funny to think about somebody getting decapitated, someone being behind me and like, I got to make that 8:45 spot.
That was me. I didn't even have a spot to make, and I kept going.
Yeah.
Where can people find you, Nikki?
Nikki Glazor on things.
Yeah. You got any cute shows coming up? Any cute weekends?
Oh, I have so many. I'm on the road so much. I'm in Raleigh this weekend. I'm in
Capital, North Carolina.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
Yeah.
Charlotte?
No, Raleigh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Charlotte's the biggest city, geographically and population-wise.
San Diego. I have so many dates. I don't even know. I'm only remembering the Detroit. I'm going a lot of places.
Go to your website.
I've never been to Detroit.
NikkiGlazor.com/tour. Yeah. And then I have a radio show every morning. If you have Sirius, it's on Channel 95, or if you have a rental car, check it out. Channel 95 every morning.
All right, Nikki Glazor. NikkiGlazor.com.
Thank you for coming by. This was unexpected.
So fun.
Well, were you going to be?
I feel like this was more a You Up episode.
I loved it.
We talked like relationships and sex. It was great.
And this was like a nice little deviation for our fans to see different sides of us. We were being like a lot more sincere and mature as opposed to just being like, let me see your cock.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So it's beautiful. I like that because sometimes it takes a person. You were the catalyst for that we really start talking about our feelings and stuff. I mean, we're definitely going to get DMs from our
they're gonna
guy
hate
fans.
me.
It's just like, no, not that. They'll love you, but they'll send us like
No, they won't.
emojis like guys sucking, holding hands, all that gay stuff. Yeah, because we were being open.
You guys are so funny. I was happy to be asked. I can't believe it took this long for you to ask.
Yeah, no, we appreciate you coming.
I was flattered to be asked.
Well, no, it did take long. This is we only started doing guests.
Yeah, you're our fourth guest ever.
Fourth guest.
Really?
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fifth guest.
God damn it! You didn't need to correct that.
Yeah.
You really didn't.
You're a fifth guest, and
I appreciate it then.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
We just started.
Yeah.
Just started doing it. It's only been you, Soder,
Rachel, Ari Shafir, Timmy Dillon,
and Tim Dillon. That's it.
Great group.
A bunch of whites.
A bunch of white people because our podcast is only whites.
No, Nikki, thank you.
Thank you.
I want to kiss you in the stairwell.
Okay.
Bye.